Welcome to day 20 of our financial detox challenge. Today we're looking at gratitude. Gratitude is one of the aspects I looked at in passing in other sessions, but today I really just want to focus on it alone because having an attitude of gratitude will help us with our finances in the long run. And changing our mindsets to that of gratitude can also help us improve the way we manage our finances in the future. So these 21 days was all about looking at the mindsets that are holding us back from becoming financially free, looking at those mindsets and looking at what will replace those mindsets with. So an attitude of gratitude is one of those mindsets that we need to acquire now going forward if you want to be out of debt and if you want to be financially free in the future. So how does this attitude of gratitude help us to manage our finances? First of all, it helps us to be patient when making financial decisions. A study was done and they discovered that people with an attitude of gratitude are able to combat instant gratification. So you just don't buy when you see something, especially for bigger purchases. People are able to sit down and plan and save towards those bigger purchases, and as a result you stay out of debt and your money is accruing interest on your behalf in the bank where you're saving. And also when we cultivate these feelings of gratitude in our everyday financial decisions, we are able to break the instances of impulsive buying. And we need to understand that when we buy impulsively, we won't be able to save at all, and we always break the budget that we have come up with. So because we now have to go and use money that we don't have when we see something and we want to buy it impulsively. So when we have this attitude of gratitude, we are able to break the cycles of impulsive buying. Number two, the attitude of gratitude promotes generosity in our lives. Yesterday we learned about generosity, the intangible legacy that we need to pass on to our children as well. So when we have an attitude of gratitude, it is easier for us to give because we know that we are blessed to be a blessing, and we know that it's something that we want to practice and pass on to our children. And number three, when we have the attitude of gratitude, it cultivates contentment inside of us, and we are more likely to feel content with our situations when we have the attitude of gratitude. We don't feel that I'm not happy, I'll only be happy if I acquire 1, 2, 3. No, what you have already, you will appreciate and feel content with it. And when we have this contentment inside of us, it helps us to avoid problems associated with what they call the hedonic adaptation or treadmill. Hedonic adaptation or treadmill is a theory that says that people repeatedly return to their baseline levels of happiness regardless of what happens to them. So you may feel that I'll only be happy if I acquire item A, and you do that, and a few months down the line you're back to not feeling happy again because of this hedonic treadmill. But when you have contentment inside of you, you are able to break that cycle. And we also learned in one of the sessions that the Bible says in 1 Timothy 6:10 that when we run after things and money, when we don't have contentment inside of us, we end up striking ourselves with a lot of grief because debt is not fun at all to have in our lives. In conclusion, feeling grateful can keep us from buying expensive things and unnecessary things. And once we have an attitude of gratitude, it shows that we are able to now distinguish between needs and wants, and we are on the right journey to be financially free. And secondly, when we have an attitude of gratitude, we are consciously looking for ways to feel good about what we already have. So we make it a point that we are happy with what we have. And when we practice gratitude, we'll also discover that we don't need stuff, we don't need money to feel happy. We just need to be content. First, appreciate what we have. So that's what I have for us today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I can't believe tomorrow is our last day, but it has been fun. Keep well and stay blessed. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.